Okay, today I work 10 to 6. And as you see over there, Justin's back. But, believe it or not, last year I was working 8 to 2, 8 to 3, 8 to 3:30 a lot at this time. Or 10 to 4, or 10 to 5. And I would be done. I opened a lot, actually, at this time last year. I never had to close. Yeah, Lil Aaron's working right now, so I'm sitting there thinking, Lil Aaron's no longer going to be working 5 days a week, quite frankly. And unfortunately, neither am I, because I'm technically part-time. Another good reason why I'm looking for a full-time job, in retail. I do need the medical insurance. There's just some things I need checked up on. And I guess the good news is my husband and I are approved for an FHA home loan for $130,000, but they want $4,500 for closing costs and, the down payment basically, but closing costs they want $2,000 plus with that $4,500, and I'm like, we don't have that kind of money. No, and I don't want us to use all our money to save just in case there's no appliances in that house. But yeah, we gotta act real fast here, so that way my husband and I can get ourselves into a house and move out of the apartment. So that way I can really try getting Picker's Place really off the ground as the second job, which means I be self-employed part-time, but trying to work a full-time job with some retailer. So, which is going to get interesting, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy doing this both ways, but I'm also going to be filming for YouTube too, so, and, I had the feeling JCPenney in Eau Claire is going to close soon, for good, so, which will eventually only leave Oakwood Mall with Hobby Lobby, Shields, and a furniture store as their anchors. And that's it. It's like hardly anyone's gonna shop at Home Furniture. And it's like, that ain't really that good of an anchor, but they're moving from a bigger spot to a smaller spot, basically. Home Furniture is. So, yeah, so there's going to be 3 of us. If there's 4 of us, well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they have Stu on the register. No, it just wouldn't surprise me. Now, with all this in mind, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I go back down to only working 4 days a week. So, so I could cry the blues thinking about this, but, yeah. So, another thing is, I really cannot wait till all this is done and over with, So, yeah, hopefully, once the state reopens and the whole United States of America reopens, basically, we hear more of what stores that'll survive of this and what stores will hold their store closings. You know. So, yeah, I hate to say, sometimes I wish not Sears, but Shackle would all of a sudden come back, just because it's like, I'd have a place where, where they would have you do more than just carts. I mean, yes, they'd have everybody stocking and cashiering, but, you'd be always doing other things besides the same old. That was nice. Actually, like the one customer, the one day, they thought I was getting stressed out with trying to help them with the self-serve because they didn't want to go inside and expose themselves due to that they're around elderly. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I talked to a customer service person. They said for you to come in, but you didn't want to, so I had no choice. Went to a manager, and they fixed the problem. And it's not really that stressful, because believe me, I've been under way more pressure than that, and I don't want to tell the customer that, because back when I was a supervisor, let alone substitute department manager, the pressure was that we had to get, let's say, price changes done by Wednesday at 4 o'clock at night. There was a due date. Same thing with planograms. You had to finish them by a certain date. That's how that was. Otherwise, something like that ain't really a lot of pressure on me anymore. And maybe it would have been many years ago when I was, 22 years old, there would have been a lot of pressure on me. But, after you've done department management and supervisory, you really know what's more pressure on you in retail. So, but, yeah, a lot of things I thought was kind of like this it's like, now I gotta worry about, if they feel there's too many of us on duty, they could all of a sudden send some of us home early. Because even like what's next week, and I don't think Justin's quite in the system yet, and he won't be even what's next week. So on them days where I'm scheduled 8 to 4, what if he comes in for 8 to 4 too? Oh, yeah, I mean, it's a laugh. I'm not going to worry about it way too much, because it's like, if you worry about it too much, it just won't happen, But, that person was lazy. You could have walked and put the cart in the cart corral. Just look, cart corral right there. There's the cart corral, and there's her vehicle with the cart they left. Yep. There. But, yeah. So, yeah, lazy. Because it's like, customers are supposed to put their shopping carts back in the cart corrals. But, yeah, so, in Like I said, when I do get a different job somewhere else and it's been 93 days, I will say why I left Menards for this other employer, because it'll get to a nice detail. There has been a lot of customers that have bullied me at Menards alone. I'll put it this way, former co-workers that no longer work here, but at that time they did work here. So, like I said, the customers at Menards, a lot of them are not that nice, and there are some nice ones, but it goes either way.